Okay, as she said, my name's Alicia. I run Space Coast Animal Rights in the Global Not Just for Easter campaign. So we're going to go ahead and talk about abuse of animals in fashion, particularly with cosmetics. Who here likes Kesha? Woo! 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 Okay, I can't work without Kesha in the background, so we're going to show you this awesome Kesha commercial about cruelty-free by the Humane Society International. Oh, wait. There you go. So I think that commercial is really powerful, and I got so excited when it came out. I just love it. Anyway, down to the sad part. Unfortunately, due to cosmetic animal testing, 100 to 200,000 animals will suffer and die each year. Animal testing in the United States is not required whatsoever for cosmetics. So it's a completely useless practice, and the animals most affected are mice, rats, guinea pigs, and rabbits. Now, learning about the test typically performed, a lot of you know that it has to do with testing chemicals and how it's going to interact with humans. So the first test that they do that's most common is they'll put chemicals in the animal's eye to see how much of the chemical is going to irritate their eyes. They'll also do that to their skin by shaving off the skin as, like it says in, what's going on? Like it says in the, you see the guinea pig in the middle? That's what they do. They'll shave the fur to expose the skin and then rub the chemicals on the skin to see if it's going to cause any kind of irritation. Another thing that they do is a force feeding study. It lasts weeks or months, and basically what they're trying to figure out is what is the long-term effects of exposing people to these chemicals. So what they'll do is force feed these animals these chemicals and see if there's any kind of cancer or birth effects in the long term. The worst one, in my opinion, is the lethal dosage test, which is basically they will cram chemicals down these animals' throats until they completely die from the chemical exposure. All of these tests are performed without any kind of pain relief. And at the end of the test, if these animals do survive, they're killed by asphyxiation, decapitation, and neck breaking. So it's, you know, it's a really, really horrible, it's just as horrible as it sounds. So, so here's another video by Humane Society International. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but part of it, and it gets more into what I'm talking about and why it's really not useful whatsoever. So that's from the Humane Society International. It basically gives you more of an idea, more of a visual of what happens and why it's not, like they said, humans are not dogs, we're not rats, we're not rabbits. We all have different physiologies. So testing on animals does not guarantee safety for humans. And there's so much new science involved that's more accurate. That's the kind of thing that we need to be focusing on and getting away from animal testing altogether. So you're probably wondering, these animals have some kind of protection. Well, not really. The government does like to pretend, but not so much. The first one to talk about is the Animal Welfare Act. It's a federal law and standard of care. However, it excludes 95% of the animals tested on, including rats, mice, birds, fish, and reptiles. The ones that are protected actually get very minimal protection, and the animals not protected actually are not required to report anything about those animals to AWA. So next, the Public Health Service. It oversees the FDA and CDC. The CDC does infectious disease research, and they do it on non-human primates, rabbits, mice, etc. FDA does like pharmaceutical research. They require written assurance of compliance, and if they're found deficient whatsoever, they have very minor penalties. There's no kind of follow-up or inspections or anything like that. It's more like just a slap on the wrist. A lot of people think when they see something bad, oh, let's call the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture. Well, USDA can be very inefficient because there's only 120 inspectors for over 12,000 facilities that exploit animals for research, exhibition, breeding, and other horrible things. So federal facilities are actually not inspected whatsoever, and if there is any kind of, if they do mess up at all, they get basically a fine, but the fine is nothing compared to the revenue they're bringing in. So yet again, it's another slap on the wrist. There's other associations, but they don't have any kind of power whatsoever, so it's not really worth talking about too much. Fortunately, there are a lot of countries that are starting to crack down on this and moving towards non-animal testing. Cosmetic testing is actually illegal now in the European Union, Norway, India, Israel, most recently Guatemala, and the Brazilian state of São Paulo. So that's really exciting. And all these other countries to the side are still working on, they're making strides slowly but surely. And then in the USA in particular, the Humane Cosmetics Act was introduced in 2015. This would ban animal safety tests as well as the sale of cosmetics tested on animals. However, it has not passed yet. So a lot of people know sometimes companies will flip-flop. They'll go from not testing on animals back to testing on animals. And a lot of people say, okay, well, it has to do with China is a major market for these cosmetics, and they have very strict laws about animal testing, more strict than most countries. But fortunately, in June of 2014, China kind of let go of some of their animal testing laws, and now 10,000 more animals are saved per year, which is really great, but there are changes to be made. So in case you're wondering, China, you have to understand the difference between ordinary cosmetics and special use cosmetics. Now, ordinary cosmetics include hair products, nail care, makeup, stuff like that. And special use cosmetics is more like deodorant, sunscreen, like more stuff to hygienic kind of stuff. So in China right now, as it stands, all imported ordinary cosmetics are required to be tested on animals. However, domestically produced ordinary cosmetics no longer require animal testing, and domestically produced for export has actually never required animal testing, despite what many people think. Unfortunately, special use cosmetics has stayed the same, where any kind of special use cosmetics made domestically or imported into the country they are required for animal testing. So this graphic to the left, actually, if you want some more of an idea of how it works, If you want to get my card after this, I could email you the graphics, so it's really helpful. Okay, so now we're going to talk about labels. The labels can be really confusing and sometimes even deceiving, so we're going to go into that. The most recognized international label for no animal testing is the Leaping Bunny logo, which is the bottom left. And basically, that means that there's no animal testing, and they're more reliable than other labels because they require inspections, audits, and they have to pass like certain standards and stuff like that. So it's actually more effective, but it does not necessarily mean the product's vegan, it just means it's not tested on animals. The PETA bunny is on the bottom right. That one typically means not tested on animals and vegan ingredients. However, they do not do any kind of audits. They basically rely on integrity, as well as if you screw up, it's gonna be a major PR disaster. So that's how they run that program. Certified Vegan is by the group Vegan Action, which is up top. And basically, companies will provide statements and documentation saying that they do not test on animals. But again, there's no audit whatsoever, but the companies do pay to use that logo. So I see that as, pretty legitimate. Vegan Society Verified is top left. Same exact thing, no animal testing, no animal products, no animal byproducts. And again, no audits, but you need to provide documentation whatsoever. Now, the logo in the bottom middle is very, very deceiving. Not tested on animals. When you see that text without the Leaping Bunny or, the ones that we already went over, basically no organization or legal system is overseeing that. There's no audits. Anybody could literally put that on there, and there's no way to know if it's true. So ones that could be misleading is not tested on animals, 100% vegan, no animal ingredients, and 100% vegetarian. There is no way of actually knowing if these are regulated to actually mean anything. So the best you could possibly do is go for Leaping Bunny and Certified Vegan. Now here's a list of companies. To the left are companies that still test on animals, and to the right are companies that do not test. A lot of people wonder if, the expensive side of it. Actually, a lot of companies that do not test on animals, you can find their products in drugstores now, even Dollar Tree and dollar stores. They've become very accessible. And then even the ones that are like really, really big name brand, you could go online and find really good coupons and stuff like that. Also, a lot of people wonder about the safety of it. They're actually a lot safer than the ones tested on animals, because as you saw in the Humane Society International video, animal testing does not guarantee safety for humans, but they use science that does more guarantee safety for humans. So that was really great. So just try to go with those brands. And there's so many more too. I actually have some cruelty-free starter guides that I'll pass out too. All right, I don't know how many of you pay attention to makeup vloggers, but you're probably wondering if you're obsessed with those videos. Which ones are cruelty-free? And there's actually a bunch of them. If you go and do a quick Google search, you can find a bunch of cruelty-free fashion bloggers to follow. Finally, how to help. Make sure to buy vegan and cruelty-free every time. Do not buy into the fake labels. Pay attention. Educate your friends and family. Tell them they have to, tell them what's going on with these animals, what labels are real, what labels mean nothing, etc. Get active. Join your local grassroots local grassroots organizations. And even national organizations have local chapters all around the country, so you can join them. Also, if you go to their websites, a lot of them have petitions that come out regularly. I know PETA and PETA 2 will actually send you text messages like once a week, and all you have to do is reply an X And like, that's it. They just sign your name to the petition. So it's extremely easy. And then support organizations working to end animal testing, just donate to them, help them get the word out, etc. So that's it.
So while we are setting up this next one, let me introduce our next panelist. So Catherine,